like Taekwondo either, where he doesn't charge you for belt tests. He doesn't charge you for all that. All the other dojo I was a part of, you had to pay for belt tests, and that doesn't happen with Sensei, which I thought was very rare and awesome.
Yeah, I don't charge you for belts or certificates, and the reason why is because I always say, this is something that is earned, and it cannot be paid.
Which makes sense.
Cannot be paid for.
Right.
If you think
it's priceless.
and if you think that you're going to give me money in exchange for a belt, you're very wrong. You will get no belts with money.
Now, how sincere is that? You know, like that. I don't see any other senseis doing that. They're pulling at whatever they can get.
And I understand that because I did the commercial dojo thing for years and years, and I understand that you're missing out. I missed out on thousands and thousands of dollars, but I'm one of those rare individuals that believe that principles are worth more than cash.
Oh yeah, it's a lifetime where you got a student at the dojo that's getting raped at every corner. That student's not going to stay loyal. You know, they're not going to really have any kind of real true connection. Whereas with the dojo, the way you're running it, it's a family atmosphere. I'm not here to nickel and dime you. I'm actually here to teach you a martial art that will save your life.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I appreciate that if you've never heard it from anybody.
Well, thank you. I have. That people say that to me a lot. Thank you though. One thing that I wanted to instill too is that you're an investment, and as an investment, you're an investment of my time. I can't get my time back.
Right.
You know, who can? So I'm putting out this time, and you know, everybody as martial arts teachers, we all lose students. We all do. It happens. But when I lose a student, I take it very personally, and I try not to. But I take it very personally because that's my time.
Yeah. And you gave your heart. You gave your. It's not like you're. It's not like you're one of those teachers that's there to take their money.
No.
You're actually giving your all, and I can see that.
Yeah.
So I can understand why you feel, a little upset about it.
Oh, I do, and I think like I'm upset because I always see the potential. You see the potential in where they're going and how they can develop and what they can do, and you see the passion. And sometimes it fades away, and other times you got to kick them out. I've kicked so many people out for drugs, and in our society, it's so widely accepted, and it's just anybody who says it's not accepted, you must be living in a really great place, and I'd like to move there. Unless it's some fantasy world. Oh no way, man! The Irish they just broke up.
Oh yeah,
a few years back.
I mean, a place
they were like a huge coke ring in Amish.
Get out of town!
Oh my gosh, that was a few years back that they were supplying all the coke for like the entire East Coast.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
What?
Amish.
Never mind. There are no safe places where drugs are.
No. So it was like the perfect racket too, because you'd never think. You never think.
But no, I understand. You've always had a set standard: no drugs in the dojo.
No drugs, and it's brutal because they look at you like you're kicking me out. There's a student recently that's online and he's talking trash about me, and I asked him. I was like, you're online. You're talking like you're an expert, and he was a white belt. He never got anywhere, and he's talking like he knows me and like he knows everything about the dojo. And let me tell you the real secrets. And he's pandering to the trolls, or trying to. What's funny is that I caught a few of their conversations, and the trolls are starting to rip him apart. But it's just like, that's what you get, dummy. But the point is that, not to be mean, the point is I wrote him and I said, what's the point of this? Like, why would you do this? And he says,
right, you never did anything bad to him.
No, he says, well, you kicked me out and you think I'm trash. I don't think you're trash. Why'd you think that? Well, the one time when he didn't have transportation, and I tried to help out. So I said, hey, you're on route. Somebody else is on their way, coming that way. How about you pick them up and bring them to the dojo? So this one student's picking him up, and on the way, she realizes that he's high, crazy high, and she says, you can't let Sensei find out about this. That's the first thing she says. He says, why? He goes, you're trying to come to his dojo high? He's going to beat you up. And she goes, and he's like, why? No, Sensei and I, we're tight, we're cool. It's like, you don't know Sensei the way I do. If you show up high, you're going to get hurt.
No, that's not true.
Oh yeah, I would have hurt him.
You really would have hurt him? I thought you would have just kicked him out.
No. If he's doing drugs, that's okay. That's your choice in life. If you want to do drugs, it's not for me. It's not what I promote. But if you show up at my dojo, hi?
Yeah. Oh.
That's extremely disrespectful.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I didn't know you would.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
One student once showed up at my dojo drunk.
It wasn't good?
No.
What'd you do?
But the point is that you just don't do stuff like that.
No, I agree. I didn't know that you would snap like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Don't show up to the dojo higher drunk.
You just don't disrespect.
That is very disrespectful.
You don't disrespect the dojo.
Unless it's a party, right? Unless it's like...
But then you're not... Yeah, but then it's not the dojo.
Right.
You know, we're not drinking
on the mat. You mean, on the mat.
Never
right.
on the mat.
Right.
Never. You want to do something in the lobby?
Oh, God. Wow. I just remember getting punched pretty hard by... who was it? I was going across the mat with my drink.
Mm-hmm.
This was Northampton Dojo, and I think I put my sneakers on because you got married, and then I had to go back to the locker room to get something, and I had my drink, and this is after class. I was going across the mat. Here comes Jeremy. He's going towards me in the other direction. Yeah. Right before he passed me,
wham!
Right in the gut. I mean, like passing chips. I was like, ooh!
Yeah, you don't.
And he was like, no drinking.
You just don't do it. You don't bring...
I think if I hadn't been like an orange belt, he wouldn't have did it. If I would have been a white belt, he would have let me go.
That's the thing. We have a saying in the dojo.
God,
very important. It's a white belt can do no wrong. A yellow belt can. A white belt can do no wrong. Now this guy who stopped coming to class because he was afraid that I was going to beat him up or that I thought low of him, and now he needs to take it out on the internet. This guy that stopped coming to class, he was a white belt. So had he showed up to class, he would have gotten a stern talking to. Like, listen, I don't understand how you missed this, but here it is. If he had attained any type of rank, if he had been representing us at any level, doing that, yeah, that's example time. That's what you do. You know, that's not. You know what's funny is that it's like this day and age. I've heard this so many times. This day, one person was criticizing me for dealing with a student like this. He pulled me aside. Sensei, may I speak to you? I said, sure. And he was a big black gentleman from Maryland. And he said, in this day and age, you do not do that. I know you think you're Japanese. I know you think, and he's like throwing out these like insults, and I'm just, whatever, dude. I don't care, But he's throwing out these insults. I know you think you're Japanese. And I know you, what did he say? And I know you think that you're above these other men. Which was like, you're just trying to get my goat, dude. You're just no, I don't think I'm Japanese. And no, I don't put myself above other people. But whatever. I'm listening. And he says, I know you think you're better than these people. And because of this, you think that you can inflict your rule over them. But can I tell you something? In this day and age, the caste system isn't in place. And you are not above. And he's telling me all this stuff, and I said, I was just smiling. Mm-hmm. And he goes, so you feel me, you understand me. I said, I do understand where you're coming from. And you and I are coming from two different places. That's all. And he's like, the American culture will not stand for it. I was like, the American culture is very diverse. And anyone who wants to engage in my culture, in my dojo, must live by these principles and these rules. It is hard, because you can't take a round peg and put it into a square hole very easily. But I am there to pound that round peg until it becomes square. That's what I'm there to do. And those that don't wish to be pounded, well, don't come. And this is why, so many people said, my brother, big one, he says, Dave, don't open up a public school. And I said, why? I want to open up a big dojo. I want to get everybody in there. And he says, don't do it. Don't do it. I said, why? And he says, well, you're going to have to change your ways. You can't have everybody going on the mat. You can't have people sitting in seiza hurting. You can't have, this kind of corporal punishment thing going on. You can't be kicking people. You can't be showing people how hard you can hit by punching brick and shit. Like, yes, I will be doing that. You know, and as the dojo in Hellertown started, and as we opened up to the public, what did I do? I did all of those things. And they're like, Sensei, you know, you got to soften up. You got to soften up. No, I'm not going to soften. No, I'm not going to soften up.
Technique of the week.
About entering through any means to affect the spine and the balance. Number one is to affect the spine. If you get the spine, then you can manipulate the balance. Now the difficulty is the transfer. The transfer has to happen from the moment of impact, or the moment of connection. It doesn't necessarily have to happen immediately, but ideally that's when the greatest opportunity lies. Here we can move, but if we get it just as it occurs, here we can solidify it and we can create matching force. What we want to do is we want to enter and create that matching force so that we can affect the body quickly and powerfully. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to practice something called Te no Uchi, or inside the palm. So as this comes in, we're going to look at that slowly. As this comes in, we're going to knead it, okay? And we're going to create a wave. That wave comes in like this, here, and drops here. Let's watch that again. Here, drops here to create that. You see that? That's kind of, looks easy, hard to do. Here, hard to learn, easy to do actually. This drops, and it's to create that wave. And we're going to look at it fast. That's that wave. Okay. Let's try again here. Then a little slower. Here. In. And drop.
Wait, I want to try something.
Alright.
Since you said all that.
Done. Right? So,
Cool.
this lock.
Well, let's move to this locker.
Just keep it simple. You know, don't try to add anything to it. Actually, try to shave it. Shave it down. So then, like this, lock becomes this. And that's what we want. We don't want this like 1, 2, because eventually they'll figure it out and you might lose teeth. So it's like, right? Immediate. Here. That's just I.W.S. Let's talk about this namen. Like, where does that come in? This is where it comes in. Ruda Osai, back pressure. I need to get him to express his aura, and then, right? Then I put the pressure behind his heels. Like this. Does that make sense?
I'm very far. I don't know if it's wall.
Swing session.
I feel like I had to hold on to it.
Weird, right?
Like, I felt myself falling, but it just felt like I could still hold on to it.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
But that was all I could do.
Yeah. Good.
The one with talking about like all going out to the bar. I remember I was sitting with L.V.W.A Sensei, and this I think was our first outing all as a group out to a bar, you know, a local area.
I doubt that.
No, right. Well, okay, from
your
my
perspective.
perspective, it was my first time out, and I'm just too like giddy. I'm like, oh my god, this is like, you know. And I had a couple, and he had a couple, and we're sitting across from each other. I said, L.V.W.A Sensei, how many people do you think you can take out in this bar? And there had to be about 50 people in the bar. And his answer was, go.
I can see that.
Yeah.
He was just like, and then the first, so the first time when I joined the dojo in 2004, and we all went to skirmish for the paintball thing.
Oh,
do you
man.
remember when the guy kept shooting me and I was out and I
Yeah.
and I said fuck this and I threw my gun down. Stop fucking shooting me! I was so out. I was okay. So if you guys don't know, skirmish is a paintball field. It's like this huge, like acres and acres.
What would you call that? I don't know.
It's like
Arena.
arena, outdoor arena.
It's like Six Flags of paintball.
Yeah.
Six Flags Great Adventure on the paintball.
And it's like a group of 20 against a group of whatever, how many people came. And we got matched up with this group of 10 guys that were just like assassins.
They were pros. And they
we
had all pro gear.
Yeah.
And we had like the junky
the
rental
junkie
gear.
rentals and when the paintballs would come out,
Yeah,
they
they
go sit down. Yeah.
And their paintballs are like dead on.
Yeah. So
And they could do like rapid fire. And we're like,
So I'm behind the log. I'm behind the log with Jeremy. Me and him are behind it. We're the only two left. We're both behind this log. We're talking to each other like, dude, listen, I'm gonna shoot left, you shoot right. I don't know where they are, but we're just gonna go. We're shooting. This guy plugged me right between the eyes. And I said, okay, I'm out. Now when you're out, you have to put this plug in your gun, and it's like hot pink.
It's like a
you can't
pink.
miss this thing.
yeah,
I hold it up in the air. I'm out, and they keep fucking shooting.
firing.
Me.
Bam,
I'm
bam.
like, I'm fucking out. I throw my gun down. And I start like charging, like stomping towards them. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with you guys? I'm like just mad. And then I get back to the group after calming down. And the first thing you said to me was, how come you didn't deck them? Or how come
Yeah.
we're here for you?
Yeah.
Right? You were like,
Yeah.
dude, I was like, I wanted to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Sensei was like, well, why didn't you? You got a whole fucking gang of ninjas with you. We would have killed him. And I was like, shit, you're right. I didn't even think. I'm sitting here thinking I'm by myself. And you're like, why didn't you? That was just a quick story I remembered. Oh my
Be true to
god.
yourself in the moment, right?
Maybe you don't want to tell that story to the public. Whatever.
Oh man, that was fun.
It's a
Parents
chance.
watching at home, we don't teach this to your children.
No.
But you knew this guy was an asshole.
This
you
is
knew
the
that
truth.
you knew that these
This is the
guys
truth.
were. I had my
Violence begets violence.
I had my pink plug in and I had it up in the air. I surrendered and they still shot me. You realize
Yeah, it
they're
was
assholes.
completely unfair.
Yeah,
They deserved what was coming to them, and
And
what
I-
was coming was Brian.
yeah. And I for some reason I felt outnumbered, but here I am with 19 ninjas. And I didn't even think about the backup I had. I would have definitely decked his ass. If I could do it all over again, I would have clocked the shit out of his ass. Oh my god, and we would have been, it would have been fun.
Well, you know, we had other instances, and we did well with them. Which brings me to another story. Ever tell you the crackhead story?
No.
Oh, man.
This one that we want on videotape?
I don't know if we want. I don't know if we want this on
The
videotape.
fire stories, you never know what comes out here.
We always tell it when the camera's off.
Yeah, these are stories better told when the camera's off.
Alright, well, hope you enjoyed the fire stories, guys. Stay tuned for our next episodes.
So here we go.